Dominic here, hope you guys are doing well, and a common theme explored on this channel is the idea that life can get pretty noisy. Oftentimes it feels like we are moving a little too fast for our own good, ambitiously chasing our work, passions, and dreams without much time to sit and reflect on everything that we've learned. As I often discuss, time spent alone in thought can be a positive environment for growth and creativity. In fact, when was the last time that you took 30 minutes to an hour to critically examine your week? Look back on what you have learned from experiences with friends, things you might have read, or general interactions that you had with other people. These activities are so important, and I think the habit of self-reflection in this sense is incredibly crucial to developing yourself as a person. So today's video is about just that. I'm going to look at the last week of my life, from interactions with friends, experiences that I've shared, and books that I have read, and pull away the most important things that I think are valuable moving forward. Here are the two most important things that I learned this week. The first major lesson I learned came in my reading of a book called Chasing Daylight by Eugene O'Kelly. Eugene O'Kelly was indeed at the top of the world. He was CEO and chairman of kpmg, a $4 billion accounting firm with over 20,000 employees, when out of the blue, a cancer diagnosis left him terminally ill with only months to live. This is a powerful, thoughtful look at life, death, and balance. O'Kelly and his wife indeed give us a gift, a roadmap for making the most of a death sentence. This book is a searing reminder of how vital it is to try and create perfect moments and perfect days, whether you have 3 months or 30 years left to live. As Kelly documents his journey, his successful and purposeful life cut short, he shares the lesson of writing letters to people in your life, not just when you're sick, but at all times throughout life, and it's something that I've now started to do. Write down a list of people you care about, and as you stop at each name, make yourself recall, in the closest detail possible, all of the moments that you two enjoyed together. How you met, what made you become friends in the first place, the qualities in them you particularly appreciated, the lessons you learned by knowing them, and most importantly, the ways in which having met him or her had made you a better person. Make sure you take the time to handwrite the letter. In this age of digital distractions and instant feedback, the gesture of putting everything away to actually sit down and pen something will go a long way. Most importantly, it will give you the time to reflect on what you both mean to each other and honor the unique bond that existed between you two and no one else. The second important lesson is what I learned from the inspiring story of a country, its people, and its vision for the world that I think we can all learn from. Deep in the Himalayas, on the border between China and India, lies the kingdom of Bhutan, home to 700,000 people, which is pledged to remain a carbon-neutral country for all time. In an illuminating TED Talk, Bhutan's Prime Minister shares his country's mission to put happiness before economic growth and set the world standard for environmental preservation.
So our economy is small, but here's where it gets interesting. Education is completely free. All citizens are guaranteed free school education, and those that work hard are given free college education. Healthcare is also completely free. Medical consultation, medical treatment, medicines, they're all provided by the state.
They are driven by a term that they coined themselves, called gross national happiness, which is the development of one's country with strict adherence to good values. It's the big idea from a tiny state that could truly change the world. And for the last 3 decades, it seems that this belief that well-being should take preference over material growth remains a global oddity. Now, in a world beset by collapsing financial systems, gross inequality, and wide-scale environmental destruction, this tiny Buddhist state's approach is attracting a lot of interest.
Governments were so busy arguing with one another and blaming each other for causing climate change that when a small country raised our hands and announced, "We promise to remain carbon neutral for all time," nobody heard us.
The most unfortunate part is that even though Bhutan does nothing wrong to contribute to global warming as a country, they are still negatively affected by the results. And I think it's an important lesson to all of us to be more aware of the impact that our actions can have on those around us.
We're here to dream together, to work together, to fight climate change together, to protect our planet together. Because the reality is, we are in it together. Some of us might dress differently, but we are in it together.
Ultimately, I hope that both stories I shared today, one a habit of personal growth and the other an inspiring tale of a country trying to do better in a world of poor governance, has given you something new, or at least been a fresh reminder of a quality or value that you prioritize in your own life. And with that, I will leave you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Nikhil. I make videos like this all the time. If you enjoyed it, please let me know down below with a like or a comment, maybe a subscription to the channel. Go check out my storefront where you can get crew necks and hats and journals very soon. Most importantly, go follow me on Twitter and Instagram where I am also very active. And last but not least, I will always see you guys in the next one.